Alrighty. Howdy Neighbors, and welcome to Tailor Tales. I'm so low energy, I'm sorry. I had a game in mind, but it was a little too much. And I was like, let me do a fun game before I do that. And this popped up and I said, okay, I already took the quiz, just so I could get everything going. And it gave me this guy. 12 hours? Holy fuck. In an alternate universe where people have special powers. Oh my god. Fuck. You are the one that designs superhero costumes for the superheroes. One day someone literally crash lands outside of your boutique. He's gravely injured. You quickly help him out and fix him up with your own special ability. His superhero suit looks strange though. You've never seen him around before. Who's this man with the ability to fly? Let's go. Create your character. Oh my. In Tailor Tales, you play a young woman who has just opened her own boutique. You can determine her skin, hair, and eye color using the color swatches on the left of the icons. These choices will reflect in special stage-cheese that will appear throughout the story, so choose wisely. Don't forget to equip your free starter shirt, skirt, and sandals. Okay. Because I already rolled because I thought I might need to pick a character, and I already rolled and I decided on a character. Oh, that other hair color. Fuck. A character that I have already created, like I just created. So that way I can flesh her out a little more. Not like it matters because none of this is what she would wear. And her hair is supposed to be gray, but they don't have it. That's close enough. Cool. Her name. Last name. Do we have enough space for her last name? We do. Name of the boutique. Oh, I never figured out the name of the business. Let me look at something. Hold on. Because I have it on the character sheet, but not on this computer. I can't find it. Ow. I should make something up. You know what? Let's just keep it like that. That's fine. Sure. Here we go. We're already starting off with a bang. slight glitch with James's ending credits has been fixed. You can replay his epilogue to view his ending credits correctly. Cool. Oh, welcome to the main menu. Thank you. To start off your journey, why don't you read the first chapter by clicking on the continue button to the right. There's so many like weird noises. Tailor Tales is a light-hearted game, but each route brings its own unique set of warnings and triggers. Would you like to review these? Sure. Ooh. Warning trigger, blood, mention of SA, minor character death, minor violence toward MC, violence toward others, superheroes, discrimination. I'm already uncomfortable with the energy we created at the studio. Kidnapping, imprisonment of MC, slavery and imprisonment of others, prisoners of war, genocide, life and death situations, torture and punishment, not an MC. I can't say this word. Not consensual. Printing. Additional SH on James. Before we begin the story, would you like to review the controls? Sure. As you play the story, you'll sometimes be prompted with a fear/kind choice. They will determine which ending you get. Fierce choices are usually more bold and flirty. Kind choices are usually more reserved and thoughtful. Neither choice is the right one, so pick whatever one you like. During the game, this message window will contain most of the shortcuts you will use. We'll auto read, use that to adjust the speed, click pause to pause the auto read, lock history, quick save, low save file, light and dark mode. Yes, thank God. Adjust text size. Shortcuts that are not mentioned. Holding down W, spacebar, left mouse will skip text. Hold shift to hide text box. If you want to bring up the game volume controls. That's why it's so loud. That's 75. Lastly, use F4 to play on full screen. I don't need that. That's it. Enjoy the game. Thank you. My brother's name. Oh no, she has two. It was Andrew. He's the older one. There, now that's an enjoyable volume. Except I probably need to raise it. Put everybody at 40. There we go. And now we can hear everything, but it's not gonna like blast the ears, you know? As far as the eye can see, there's gorgeous fabric to be found everywhere. And the most luxurious silk to the cheapest organza. It's all here in the market. I adjust my scarf as a particularly cold wind blows by. It's in the middle of winter. This place is where I truly come to peace. I am in my element. I thought that said elegant for a second. I am in my elegant. I need more caffeine. It did not help. Colors, textures, patterns, I'm already formulating my next designs in my head. A particular iridescent piece of fabric catches my eye. It changes colors when you look at it from a different angle. It reminds me of It reminds me a little of the way the 80s movies created space outfits. Everything had to be shiny back then. Excuse me. I called out to the woman behind the stall, who was in the middle of talking to her companion. Yes, dear. Would you like this one? Yes, 4 meters will do. The woman takes the iridescent fabric roll off my hands and starts measuring how much she needs to cut. You know, this fabric reminds me of Starlight's costume, says the woman. Starlight, a superhero whose outfit I didn't design. Someone else got to her first. His power to brighten any kind of light source, quite literally blind you. That sounds horrific. That's so, I say casually.
Huh?
And it's just weird. Are they walking among us like normal people? It could be any one of us, she mutters in a dark tone. I don't like where this conversation's going.
Huh.
Where do they hide? I don't like how anyone could just, hide a really dangerous power. Just the fabric to my specifications. A scarf over my nose to hide my disgust. I would have to hide their identity if people didn't try to ruin their own lives. I'm sure they have a very good reason to hide. I fire back. Imagine if everyone knew the identity of a superhero. There'd be so much hatred and chaos. This would be uprooted entirely. Let's just agree to disagree, she says. One flashes a fake smile at which she bags the fabric.
Oh.
It'll be $44.95, sweetheart. Pay the woman her money, quickly disappear from the stall. Suddenly I don't feel so in my element at all. I'm gonna leave before the blizzard starts. I don't like the all white. I don't like it, I gotta say. Kinda sucks. Finally got back to sunshine before the blizzard started. Hey, Ellen. Kim greets me from behind the counter. Hey, Kim. They don't stop by today. Yep, look who's back. Kim pops out a piece of fabric onto the counter. I immediately recognize the outfit and sigh loudly. Again? I complain. It's like the 3rd time this week. Yeah, he told me he tore it while scaling a mountain. She swears with an eye roll. I'm in the outfit from the counter. I inspect it for any tears. You don't have to look long. Look over soon, right in my face. The midriff has been torn open. What in the world is the claw marks? They divided a damn mountain lion up there. Do supers not have anything better to do? I say exasperatedly.
Oh.
He shrugs. He swears he was trailing someone who stole an old lady's purse. On a mountain. I repeat incredulously. The lasher sure knows how to concoct extravagant stories for his adventures. Last time he said he tore it while swimming on the back of a shark. That's why the fans love him after all, Kim points out. Anyway, I could fix it. Let the fabric slide through my fingers, focusing on holes that I can fix manually without having to recruit any new patterns. Roll my fingers until a 5-piece of thread emerges from the tip. It's so thin, more people have a hard time seeing it. I manipulate it until it pierces the fabric, making a loop around to quickly stitch out a small hole. But how many times I see you do it? It's always so interesting to see it in action. Says Kim in awe. I get the thread. That is no longer attached to me and neatly tied up. Now for the rest. I love this for us. A loud explosion rumbles from underneath me. What in the world? I yell, completely startled. Probably brings down a few items from my counter. It's an earthquake. Kim Duxley covers her head as the shelf behind her falls down. Shaking finally stops. Kim, you okay? fine. I think it came from below. I feared for her. We both come to realization. Andrew, Kim groans. Right to work, Kim. I'll check up on Andrew, I say. Alright. Let me know if I need to call an ambulance or not. Give her a wry smile. He exits the room and I sigh out loud. What is Andrew doing now? I knew it was suspiciously quiet. Should have checked on him sooner. Go to the hallway and walk all the way to the back, opening a small door underneath the staircase. At the entrance to my brother's lab. There's stuff all over the floor, leaving footprints behind as I walked inside of the lab. Also, I took around the floor, pivoting a little until I see two people sitting at a middle desk. Andrew, I cried, what happened? Andrew just looks at me with a shrug, as they were standing up in different directions. I'm just a little shocked, he says jokingly. The person next to him knocks him over the head. Idiot, now's not the time for your stupid puns. Kane berates my brother. Kane, I question, what are you doing here? My brother asked me to come. I know he shouldn't have. You guys are crazy. Kane huffs. Wait, why am I getting lumped into this? I ask. What did you do this time, Andrew? Huh? Nothing. Why are all eyes on me? Andrew puts his hands up and tries to look innocent. Andrew says when he realizes I'm not buying into his act, puts a metal ring on the floor. I was trying to get this bracelet to harness Kane's electricity. I figured I could harvest it and perhaps create an infinitely generating power source. Andrew gets hit over the head again by Kane. Moron, I told you that's not how it works. He keeps generating electricity without pulling it from my own energy. Eventually I get tired too, then I collapse from exhaustion. He simply looks frustrated with my brother. And then it blew up in your face. You know that shit is dangerous. I could have lost my license, you know. He shrugs, patting down his hair back to normal. I was grounded. I'm fine. I groan out loud. No, Kane's right. Don't toy around like that. I don't want to have to bury my younger brother as well, alright? Oh, it's younger? Ah, I should have chosen the other brother. Serious look dawns on Andrew's face as the words sink in. But then he quickly replaced it with a pout. Who else would come with these nifty little gadgets then? He smirks. I have to admit, your tracking device came in really handy last time. Right. Andrew points finger guns at Kane. I roll my eyes at the two of them. They're always up to no good. There's someone has to clean up the mess that they've made. There's soot everywhere. The stench isn't all that great either. I point at the floor. Andrew, you made this mess, so clean it up. Drew groans, slices his shoulders, but nonetheless walks toward the broom closet to get some cleaning supplies. Kane hops up on the metal desk and casually brings his hand up to his face. Does the index finger and thumb together until the spark of electricity ignites between them. He keeps doing that until there's a steady stream of electricity going back and forth between his fingers. By the way, speaking of licenses, when are you getting yours? He asks nonchalantly, playing around with his ability. You've been asking me for years, I say with a heavy sigh. And I'm asking you again. Everyone wants to be a superhero, Kane, I reply. Andrew returns with the broom and starts sweeping the floor. Don't bother, Alan's pretty stubborn. He stops playing with his fingers, suddenly looking serious. Yeah, but come on. I'm like your moronic brother. I resent that, Andrew interjects. I actually have an ability that could be used in combat. That doesn't mean it should be used in combat, I fire back. There are plenty of ways that some can use their abilities for the great good, without having to pick fights with bad guys. He shuffles away with the broom. But you're just some lame-ass tailor, Kane groans. That's not exciting in the least. Irritation spreads across my face. And it's really getting on my nerves now. It's insulting my work and calling it boring. There's nothing wrong with being a fashion designer. I see you complaining when I'm the one that came up with your superhero costume. Fold my arms across my chest and glare at him. That's different. Said flippantly. I'm just using it on clothes. I was wondering to realize something. Oh, I got it. The perfect superhero name for you. He grins and spreads out his arms. Black Widow, no. No. That's not nice. I just stare at him blankly. Do I look like a spider to you? Hey, don't mock the name. Don't you know this one superhero, Spider Boy? He shoots webs. With butt. Oh. Same difference. There's a huge difference. I protest. I don't shoot weird web stuff from my butt. My throat is highly sophisticated. It's nothing like a web. It's the same thing. He cocks his head to the side. No, webs are sticky. My throat is not. I've seen you attach that stuff to anything. What do you mean it's not sticky? I've been living a lie this whole time. Keen questions. But up with this attitude I have at him. Oh, that'd be funny. Look, if you want to be predictable, my thread doesn't stick, okay? The only reason why it looks like it does is because I'm actually tying it around an object. I'm piercing it with my thread and tying a little knot in it. I have a piece of scrap metal from the workbench. Hey, don't touch my stuff. And your protests. I ignore him. I put my hand apart, my fingertips glowing hot as a thin, transparent thread appears between both my index fingers. I stretch the thread, making it longer as needed. The thread splits into two, and I manipulate them in such a way that it pierces the metal object. It goes in without a hitch. The thread is so fine and sharp it can pierce almost anything. You can watch me with curious eyes until I manage to attach the thread to the metal, and I hover it in the air. Oh, I can't even see it. So you're levitating it, he says in amazement. As off the thread and the scrap metal drops back down onto the table with a loud plunk. See? Different. Oh, you could use it to kick ass. Kane pouts. I sigh. Look, I'm happy with my job. I like making clothes. I don't need to fight crime or save the earth with my powers. Not everyone needs to be a superhero like you do. I don't particularly enjoy hiding my identity as well. Kane pouts at me. Just wanted to see you swing around the city like Spider-Boy. Andrew's the one that laughs. Dude, no. You're not gonna see Ellen zip around like that. Besides, I wouldn't allow it. Puts my hands on my hips. Oh, you wouldn't allow me to be a superhero? Why do you have that right? And I'm your brother, and I have to look out for you. Somber look, Andrew's eyes cast down toward the ground. Where the other one was left, he mutters. There's sudden tension in the air, and I tried to prevent myself from remembering my own past. Well encouraged smile. Don't you worry about yourself. You almost got electrocuted by Kane when I walked in. Oh. Andrew shrugs. That's different. Sometimes experiments go wrong. I just want to point out that I am immune to electricity. It can't shock me. So yeah, it may very well kill only you. This is Kane. Not enough talking. Give me some of your juice. I need to power up this bracelet. Still? You're secretary enough. Andrew grimaces. Dude, you think about the words that are coming out of your mouth. I laugh in response. I don't think he ever does. He ends up blushing once he realizes what he said. Shut up, go back upstairs already. He says that intercom beeps. His voice booms through the laboratory. Everyone's ears perk up to listen closely. Guys, do we open any flying shifts? Just an unsure tone. Andrew walked up to the intercom and pressed down on the button in reply. The Forrester Corporation owns several of them, yes. Why? They should have the Forrester logo on them then, no? Kim asks. That's correct, Andrew replies. What's going on? You never bother us unless it's something urgent. She's there to run the storefront, nothing more. And this giant ship flying over Cleaner right now is definitely not one of ours. We must look at each other in silence. And a flying ship that isn't from Forrester Inc. Do you have any cameras outside? Kane asks urgently. Now I point toward the sky. Andrew grumbles, hesitantly walking toward the exit. We're under attack, I question. Nervous about this unidentified ship. Andrew's silence speaks volumes, and I'm suddenly on high alert. I rush toward the table with the intercom, slamming my finger down on the button. Kim, get down here now. I suddenly go off in the lab. Sounds outside could be heard wailing. My stomach churns uncomfortably as I realize something bad is about to happen. The lab's underground. We're relatively safe here in case of an attack. However, Andrew and Kane are making their way to the exit. I want to see what's going on. Iridescent blast can be heard above ground. The laboratory starts to shake and all three of us fall down from the shockwave. Lab rumbles and tumbles in the aftershock, dust falling from the ceiling. They're definitely not friendly. Kane cries out. I can hear Kim's groans. She's at the staircase. I'm not sure if Kane stops me. Stay here. This lab is just like a bunker. Don't do anything stupid, let me handle it. And turns to Andrew. Notify the rest of the squad. Push comes to shove, no matter how immature Kane could be. In emergencies, he's always someone you can count on. They bolts through the doors, leaving us alone in the lab. Andrew turns on his heel because furiously typing on his cell phone notifying the other members. And he turns on the news channel, broadcasting breaking news at the moment. And with that, I guess we're already saved. Go ahead and end this episode here. So, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you later.